In-game allying. Starting unit 0. Yeah. Zero repack. Short game. Oh, well, MJ. Too late. Too late. We'll do it next time, MJ. We'll do it next time.
Both Soviets.
Tim, no, you didn't do battle mode. Absol, it does say, I think, doesn't it? Did it not? Oh. Well. MJ, can you refund his points? Well, tough. Okay, so we got Marko in the top left. We got Kwos in the bottom right. Frank, what do we think about Sovgod versus Kwos?
I mean, gods are indestructible by nature, right?
Yeah, but Kwos is solid. Kwos just works. Kwos is... What? I honestly think Kwos is more of a machine than Marko.
Sorry, what?
I'm not saying machine as in he's better. I think Kwos' build is more looking like an AI than Marko does. Not an RE2 AI. I mean, like, Kwos just plays like a fucking computer. He does the same thing every game. He outwars every... Let's see who gets to 5 wars first. I bet it's Marko. I bet it's Kwos, sorry.
5 wars first? I bet Marko does. Because that's why Marko is the best. Because everybody has their thing that they do the best, but Marko does it all better than you. that's the thing.
Okay, both players went for a repetitive vault anyway. Both miners got drowned.
MJ, what you don't understand is either this makes me the most intelligent person in the world if I'm right, or I can say haha JK afterwards if I'm wrong. So you do it. So both players do get droned. War out for both players, yep.
All of them still go minus.
Yep, and Kwos got his miner out first. His 6th miner out first, so Kwos is ahead. Seventh miner? Seventh miner out of Marko. Marko is behind! Marko is behind on the miners.
There's the Rhino.
3rd war factory. Okay.
Equally built.
They have identical builds. No, Marko gets an extra miner. His map very stream. Why do you not miss colors? Yes! Yes. So, Kwos going rhinos earlier than Marko. Marko going an extra miner. Marko getting the ref out slightly earlier. So Marko needs to...
Marko just needs to defend for now.
Yeah, I was about to say Marko needs to do something. I just got better of it. I thought I've been attacked so many times. I'm not going to say what Marko needs to do.
First split is here,
split.
and they're both probably working on their 5th war factory now, so we're going to track it.
Yep.
First.
Go on, Kwos. Go on, Kwos. You can do it. Go on. Be the 5th.
Marko's up, and
so's Kwos.
Marko.
So
they were
I was
the
looking at
exact same
Kwos. I
time.
didn't see. Okay, let's say that it was a fucking draw then. Let's say that it was a draw.
Yeah.
Because if, regardless, it was within a fraction of a second there.
So both players are just gonna make a lot of rhinos until the map is dried up.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
This is why I made SFJ, boys. This is why SFJ.
I hate
Oh my, is that Captain?
right here.
Is that Captain Sparkles
player,
emote?
I hate this.
Oh, it's way more fun to play than it is to watch.
What's a Captain Sparkles player doing in my stream? A Captain Sparkles viewer doing in my stream?
Oh, engagement?
Kwos has more docks. Kwos is
now
gonna...
the sentence in the Kwos favor.
Yeah. So 6th war out from Marko. Quos still on 5 wars. Marko better play confirmed.
Marko's gonna MCV move on the bottom left.
But the dogs keep coming for Kwos. But Marko, the dog fodder is doing it. Kwos channeling the power of Mikos right there.
Why did Marko move his MCV?
Yes. Why? Does he need the MCV folder?
It's MCV fodder. It's MCV fodder.
Boss is coming. He's coming.
Okay, that was a misclick.
That was
a horrible move. That was a horrible play.
One.
Yeah, Kwos just pushed way too far forwards there.
I'm winning, I'm winning. Ah.
Oh no.
Oh, shit.
Oh, drat.
Why not throw mere desolators now?
No, it's just throw, Kain. It's just called throwing.
Why go Desos? Why go Desos when you can go Rhinos?
Yeah, exactly. And dogs.
Why go Desos when you can go Rhinos?
Frank, you can build desolators and build tanks. They're separate things.
Yeah, but, you know.
Costs a lot of micro.
It's just, you know, Rhinos.
Yeah, I know, Rhinos
Marko
and
sells.
dogs.
Rhinos.
Marko sells MCV.
I mean, he has its expansion for the next war, so.
Yeah, Kwos still a factory behind, bro, remember.
Yeah, this incoming attack from Marko is going to be very, very tough for Kwos here.
Kwos is broke.
He might need to sell as well.
Yeah, I think on the 6th war, Kwos sells now.
Why sell if you can still build sentries?
Because you need the money. You need to keep building those rhinos.
Because he's hitting no funds, and this incoming attack, like right now, is extremely, extremely dangerous. Maybe you're right. Maybe the only way he can defend this is sentry.
Top split.
Oh no, Kwos is dead. Oh, and the bottom was a debate. 1 miner down, 2 miners down.
Yeah, he's gonna suicide the rhinos for all the miners there. He got 3 miners down now. There goes the 4th. Maybe there's
elite in the top.
5. Oh, the elite is not drowned.
Oh,
the elite.
No.
God, look at all these rhinos, dude.
Marko, pay attention. Your elite is not drowned. Saves it.
And there's an elite down bottom as well. Marko outplaying Kwos there, and there is the GG. Game number 1 goes to Marko. Okay. Game number 2. Let's go.
I'm very interested to see how this game goes. I used to be fully confident in France on this map, but I'm no longer a believer. I'm no longer.
Because you can just go around it still.
It's just. Oh, maybe you can go France, but maybe you have to go 0. I'm still figuring it out. But I feel like the Soviets right now have the recipe to beat this. It's up to the Allies, and there are very, very, very few of them. It's up to them to. It's in their court right now to see if you can make the adjustment to make this map playable again for Allies. But I've had some bad experiences with France recently. Well, in the past.
Oh.
What?
MJ now saying that the PP buff for Allied players isn't working on the battle maps.
Oh yeah.
And of course,
wait, is that?
Kwos is now playing Allied. So we may have to do the entire tip, redo the entire tip series, boys. Hey. Tim pointed it out, MJ. Tim pointed it out in chat. Tim pointed it out in private chat.
Yeah, but who's that was just in the chat. With you being vocal about it, now everyone knows.
No, it was in Twitch chat.
Really?
So, I do not believe that Marko's approach here is correct. this is exactly the opening that Kwos and anyone playing France on this map wants. They want a nice, slow, easy, heavy eco start. That's what they want. What they don't want is having to chrono miners all over the map to make sure they don't die. Building pillboxes everywhere. Building a low miner count out of the war factory. Dealing with power drops in the back of your base.
How do you think you manage this, though? How do you think you manage this? Do you do it with... as a Soviet beating the sort of aggressive forward-moving France player, do you manage it with cannons, or do you manage it with an IC?
You mean in this map in general, or from this situation?
In this map in general. Oh, yeah.
This map in general, you want to open up very, very aggressively and just force as many pillboxes all around the map as possible. This slows them down, and it also keeps the miner count down, which slows down the timing of their heavy cannon push. And then once you do that, you transition to the middle game, and then you just do the same thing, except you force grand cannons everywhere except down the middle, and then you transition and attack, and you win with the Kirov Dread IC. You have to do all three of those things. If you do all three of those things, I think it's pretty easy win. So, but Marko did not do the first thing, but it looks like he's trying to do the second thing.
What, Rocky's being a pest at the back? See, yeah, this forward cannon is beautiful. Tim now getting these juicy,
juicy gems. This is why you need to
gems.
pressure earlier. This is why when you pressure earlier, this takes a lot longer for the Prince to establish what he has right now. Wow, there's just so much more to talk about now that they're Soviet than the Soviet wars. Am I right, boys? Oh my God.
I mean,
and the Rhinos are continuing to mess.
I mean, Kwos looks just like in a very strong position right now. I mean, Marko building really nicely along the bottom here. 4 wars for him, but his eco is trash. His eco is he's had to sell a war factory in the middle, I believe. I swear that was one there.
Kwos is getting all the gems in the middle.
Yep. Marko would love to build a ref up by this war factory at the bottom. He's going to keep going for this oil. He should get it.
He's going to get that one. And the top left one, he should be able to get that as well.
Yes.
Yep. He's not clicking it.
I mean, it's 5 minus to 4 as well. It's worth pointing out. But, okay, that's Marko's 5th.
So, yeah, Kwos is here. He's in his base with Grand Cannons.
Yep.
That last one was a little premature. And that he probably shouldn't have placed that one.
Not without his rhinos right next door, no. I was about to say that.
So Marko's going to need a battle lab here by the looks, but he doesn't have time for it.
Nope. 4K in the bank for Kwos. There's the cannon. Get the dogs out.
Like Kwos is going to take this one, but he has to convert still.
Yeah, he can't. I mean, if he could solidify his middle position, that's when he wins, right? But Marko's not letting him do it.
He solidified it. He solidified
it.
There you go. He's just walking into that.
Barrier up the cannon in the middle.
Rock is on top right.
That's nice.
This trade, perhaps.
Base. I mean, the mid just looks way too strong to defend, right? You got a war, you got refs, you got power plants.
Yep.
Drones are out.
By Kwos here. That was a mistake to split by Kwos.
2 miners going down there.
Oh, maybe not.
And a top right expansion has been blown up.
Yeah, it looks like
Marko
he's
does the MCV cell.
There you go, low power for the Marko.
Oh yeah, he's dead, boys. Rocketeer's here as well.
Can he get the racks? I don't think he can. No. I mean, both players now... sorry, Kwos now broke. Marko's sitting on 5k. I think Marko's in a panic.
Oh, he's dead. He was dead the moment he didn't go 0 and press.
Damning commentary from Frank there.
Oh, I mean, he got
he
no
was
reason.
dead by 30 seconds in.
You're just gonna let? Yeah, I know. Just do whatever you want, Kwos. I'm gonna sit back all the way back here, and I'll just let you do whatever you want.
Better drop top left.
Yep. We got a engineer built by Kwos. Down IFV. I mean, this Harrier is now just gonna. Oh, and then yeah. So a triple cannon now.
That cannon's gonna die.
You can still throw this. There's a lot of rhinos here still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's no way he's gonna throw this. No way.
He still is mining his original ore pads. So
He just needs to defend that.
Yeah.
There's too many grizzlies and dogs, and
One
another
miner
cannon's
down,
gonna be
second
up
miner
too
down.
as well.
There's another cannon.
There's a third miner.
Double cannon at work here now. And there you go. Those grizzlies should clean everything up. Elite Grizz.
Double.
Marko says GG. Yeah, Marko was low power then from about 3 minutes ago.
Tech building captured.
Yay.
Why do we need multi-engine? Wait, for late. Yeah, never mind.
I'm told that's the settings in QM, dude. So Battle has to remap the settings. Otherwise, people are gonna scream and shout and say it was cheating.
Yeah, Marko is not repairing his oils.
There he is.
Okay, now he is.
Okay, so we got the Allied in the top right. That means they get the top left oil, which means they can chrono it, and the Soviet gets the bottom left. And who told you? Frank told me. Kain told me.
Connies on the left. Lots of connies.
Well, you seen yet? That's exactly what I was about to say. Being that this is the Allied one and this is the Soviet one, I should have been seeing an ore refinery from both players in their off corners. Unfortunately, they're both noobs and not getting their dangerous ore first.
No. The Soviets should not build.
Yeah,
Maybe.
nice.
Against Allied, though?
You can.
Against Allied?
I build on the right side.
Yeah. Also, that.
What are you doing after that?
You're fortified.
Oh,
You're
this awkward.
You're fortified. You're spread out. You have liabilities on two opposite sides of the map versus a player who has mobility advantage.
what? Okay. Is there a difference between RA2 and Yuri's Revenge when it comes to whether you build in the bottom right or not as Soviet?
I can't
Because
say.
in Yuri's Revenge, it is exceptionally common, or has become far more common than
It's
it used
common
to be.
doesn't mean it's a good idea.
What? You're saying that if everybody does it, it doesn't mean it's a good idea? What?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Just because you do it doesn't mean it's a good idea, dude.
But everyone can do the same thing and do it wrong.
Yeah. I mean, how many people voted for Donald Trump?
I was waiting for that one. But that wasn't the majority,
set me up
Frank.
there.
That wasn't the majority.
Alley-oop.
Oh my god,
The minority voted for him, though. Oh no, okay, back to the fucking game.
Yeah, but
MJ said that we'd get distracted, and I was like, oh, and Frank here, it'll be fine. We'll never get distracted.
better than at the bottom.
What?
Middle.
Oh, yeah.
Kwos is trying to do some work with the allies here, and those conscripts sneakily got the oil top left.
Yep.
Walls wasted. He didn't gobble up his gems. There's no reason why the allied players should not have sucked up their gems.
Exactly. That's what I've been saying all along. See?
Wah.
So the Soviets are not allies, then. They're different.
No, admittedly, I said it about the Soviets, so I was half right.
Yeah, it's totally different. Totally. Miners don't teleport.
Totally balanced, by the way.
Okay,
This is
so
more balanced than
four
Yuri's miners.
wars for the Soviet here.
Versus 3 for the Allied player. What do you think about tech versus multi-war Allied in on this map?
Yeah.
I feel like you got attack, but when? That's the difficulty of RE2 as the allies. When
Yep.
do you tank? Not so simple. When to do that.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 miners for Mr. Sai.
This would be a huge oil derrick snipe at the bottom right here, but he's not going to get it.
Nope. No chance. That would kill the war factory as well.
Oh yeah.
It's just getting worse here for Kwos. I love how Marko's not overcommitted. We're seeing the patience there by him.
He's
This is why he's the
slowly.
best.
I mean, Kwos knows. I mean, Marko knows that Kwos is not able to get on top left.
He has no reason to commit.
Yep,
Kwos
he's
is just
slowly
laying
tightening
there
the
on the
noose
ground.
around Kwos.
Yeah, exactly. Now he has
And
slightly
meanwhile,
more
Marko is
stamina.
expanding.
He's just going to keep the war. Every second that goes by where he has an additional war, he grows further ahead. He's up in oil this whole time as well. But Kwos needs to prove something here. He's got some work to do in this game. He's definitely behind, and the first split is underway.
Yeah. Attack the miners and go one miner down.
Oh, miner goes
Second
down.
miner goes down. Here comes the third. Engagement on the left. Now pulls back. Okay. Marko got 3 miners and he's going for a fourth at the top. Saves it.
It's just a
Gets
matter
the
of
fourth
technique
miner.
here.
I-
He's just going to clean up here.
I'm not sure what I have to say here. I mean, it just looks bad for Kwos, honestly. Ranks coming out is nice, but this is
Kwos
not.
is broken.
Yeah, Kwos. Nice
GG.
try, but not enough. And there's the GG. Marko with 2 on the board now.
Match point for Marko. But there's no dog in unique E dus. So players can take the oils freely.
Save versus save.
Player defeated.
Yeah, no pre-cap, okay. Why are some maps pre-cap and some maps are not in the QM?
Because Berg hates people. That's why. it's meant to confuse people. Especially in
meant to be
RE2 where
true.
you don't get to see what map you're playing. You're like, ha, what shall I do now?
Imagine eventually every map is just going to be pre-capped. I mean,
And map previews in
there's a
RE2.
good reason not to. If there's a good reason not to, I'm not sure what it is.
What's the score? Really?
I was just gonna point out, seriously?
Really?
You cannot be serious.
Tell Frank to please talk to Josh. Why does Distant Q have certain feelings about cap versus non-cap versus pre-cap?
You got to make it consistent out of principle, right? Like it's either got to be capped or not.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just really confusing. For no reason.
I mean, the first ever pre-cap map was the fight freezes over.
Yeah, I think so. So when do we see our dreadnoughts?
Delayed.
And
Correct.
when do we first see our dreadnoughts and our iron curtains?
Well, you definitely shouldn't see a dreadnought, most likely, just because you know a single squid counters all naval. Hashtag SFJ is better, but
Yeah.
you want to get Iron Curtain as soon as you can. But if your miners are under attack and you lose one this early, surprised you didn't just commit. Yeah, you probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
So,
You wouldn't have got it.
to answer your question, as soon as possible, you want to check out.
Frank, I think you want to go for IC first and do the Dreadnought as later part. Like a surprise attack. You keep the opponent
Surprise.
busy, so it's not...
It's not a surprise attack, dude. You build a naval yard, everyone knows what's coming at you.
Hey, you pop the naval yard down.
It's like, oh no, what are
My
they going to
building
do?
I mean, if
Great
your
heavens.
opponent's busy... You're not gonna sit in your base and then build naval. No, you're gonna
I
be
wonder
attacking
if they're going
offensive.
for amphibious transports.
Supplies mechanic. Schneider oil.
That's quite big. That is quite big.
And destroy the Brits. Okay. Which is gonna take a long time.
Yep. Oh, I've only lost this run after Marko. Oh, and that's
we
first
were all
lap.
laughing.
I saw when Kwos came up.
All players.
Yeah. I didn't see if Marco's came up first. Oh no, Marco's gonna defend this entire island. That's the double gems for him.
Yes.
Now you build your amphibious transports. Haha! See?
Surprise attack. Naval yards.
It's a surprise. He's gonna
There's
get him.
IC from... Oh, both players are pretty much equal with IC.
Yeah.
But the Desolator can help with the squids.
That's true.
It's just not worth it because like there could be one hiding somewhere and 2K
Yeah,
damage.
I guess the Kirov is a better bet, right?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Wait. If the squid is attacking a boat, can you still attack it with the Deso?
Yes. I believe so. Yeah, so you can attack it with a dolphin, so it still counts as separate unit. It's not like
Is
a drone.
here, MCV kill could be huge.
I'm picking
a
off some
problem for
rhinos.
Marko.
If he can pick off the rhinos as they
Serious
trail in.
Kwos is a little bit too early to the trigger. If he waited another 15 seconds, he would have had the IC ready there. And he wasn't deploying his MCV that entire time as well, so it's looking pretty terrible for Kwos.
This Kirov gonna move in and take out this island bottom left.
Also has
two
the
wheels
flag
to
track
0.
ready. But these will focus on the right here. Oh, get the IC, force the IC.
And force the IC, that was nice. But now he's lost all of his rhinos.
I mean, Marko also is gonna lose a few.
Yeah, and I guess Marko, like, essentially wasted his IC, right?
But the Kirov did take that oil out.
Whereas Kwos used the IC,
Yeah, but-
got rid of some rhinos, and stopped Marko using his IC. And Kwos now has his IC 30 seconds before Marko has his.
Yeah, but it's 2 oils and 6 miners versus 0 oils and 5 miners.
One good IC drone is gonna wipe out all of Marko, though, isn't it? Before the IC comes back online for Marko.
That's his hope. That is his hope. Or will his IC be in time to just counter that?
Yeah. It will be in time.
You think it's gonna be in time?
Yeah, I do.
Yes.
Both preparing for IC drones now.
Yeah,
little
it's
service depot
yeah.
for
Kwos
Mark.
is not gonna have them in position in time. Okay, did not lose his naval yard.
This is Kwos to use his. And backs up, and now he's going to try to use his more ambitiously. But this MCV, I think, was the target there. He probably was his only play.
Oh no. Marko gets to keep his IC. Oh, repair it. Yep. Repair the Rhino. Okay.
So where is he going to IC? He wants to make this as juicy as possible.
Oh, you
So you
repair
better start building
I see right outside Kwos' front door, right?
He has no service depots, and he wishes he had 3 right now.
Well, he only has 6 rhinos to drone. It's not like Kwos actually has very much.
He's going to go after
He's
some
gonna go for
miners.
miners. He's gonna get every single miner
This is
that
gonna
Kwos
be-
has.
A couple of miners too. That could have been worse.
Deploy the Deso. Deploy the Deso. Yes. That Kidif is gonna go down. But Kwos IC is gonna be ready.
That could have been a lot worse, boys. But I mean, Mark has a huge Rhino advantage, as we can see here. The next IC is ready for Kwos. He's gonna IC drone somewhere. He should consider repairing these bridges.
Marco's moving
what is he
around,
doing?
stopping the drones getting near him.
So both players is gonna have the IC ready then.
No.
He's building a nuke.
Kwos, Marco is not going to have it in time.
Marco's cool with this game lasting forever. He's got 2 oils to 0.
There's IC, but the miners are already out.
Yep, that was a wasted IC.
Yeah, and now Marko has an IC ready.
Should have
Do it
been
in
used
his
at
base.
home. Look at that.
He doesn't
Yeah,
even
he's-
need to use IC.
And there goes the lab. There goes the IC.
I'll take the economy. Yeah. And there's a
Player
GG.
defeated.
There's the GG. Kwos takes the series. 3-1.
Yeah, like what Frank said. Kwos should have
Whoops.
repaired the bridge.